Hey everybody, PSW60 here, back for more of Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. We were ready to jump into level 5 the catacombs last time, so let's jump in. Now previously we could look behind us and it kind of looked like we were going from level to level. This is the first time that I've noticed, at least, where we kind of didn't really come from anywhere. So let's grab a brief breakfast of bacon and head in the only direction we can. Forward. Well, that's way more fun than it really should be. Now, down in these catacombs, we get our first taste there of the new entry hazard for the level. I'll put new in quotes because the boiling tar is functionally the same thing as lava, and I'm pretty sure it even has the same animations and shaders as the lava. It's just a different color. So it's more or less a palette swap of the lava. Now these areas are kind of a little bit of foreshadowing. And they're foreshadowing to the extent that we're going to be coming back through here, but from a different angle. Specifically that angle up there. But we wanted to come down here first to clear out the guys with the blowguns, because we're going to be up on those really thin walkways, and if we can avoid it, we don't want to have to deal with blowgun guys at the same time. And we're going to see that cheat come up every time that we pick up our first life force token when we're at max after we reload a save. And we gotta hurry up a little bit as we've got our first portal to catch. Right up here. Just in time too. Starting out, we can wander a little bit in this one. And these sub-areas are starting to repeat themselves a little bit. This one is very reminiscent of a sub-area that we've seen in level 2. If you remember the one we started out in an area where we had to go underwater, came out the other side and the floor was covered in lava. Though this one is much, much longer. Long enough that we actually get to see Turok's breath meter come up. Man, that cut it close. And we've got a couple of 25 healths and all of these life force tokens. Which actually looks kind of cool. As well as all of the life force tokens that were underwater that we can't pick up. And what I've found from those sub-areas is it's not so much that picking up all of the items unlocks the next one. They're both unlocked from the beginning. It's more that clearing out all of the items in one area, or one sub-area rather, prevents you from getting that first one again, and kind of makes it so you get the one that you hadn't gotten yet. At least that's been the way it's been working for me so far. But getting back to the level at hand, this is the first level where the design really starts to backtrack around on itself. The level's layout starts to get extremely twisted around, and we're going to go back through some of these areas, such as that space where we took out the first shaman downstairs to unlock this upper area. We're going to end up going back through that area probably about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, that one that's under us. And we could technically jump to that bridge from here, but it's coded so that if we jump to it from here, we'll just fall right through it. So, no shortcuts. At least, not that shortcut. Instead, we gotta take more of the long way around. First things first, stepping on this plate raises and lowers that little elevator. Just in case we fall off, and we've got a very good chance of falling off, especially with a beetle that can reach us up here. Good job, beetle. You've got a lot longer arms than I expected. Sounds like the beetle and an ancient warrior got into a fist fight down there. Sounds like the ancient warrior won. Now, we're not going to need that full health over there, because before we picked up the tech armor in the last one, our health was somewhere around 183, I think. So let's just move forward. And we're on that bridge. This is the first time we've seen one of these guys running around, and he's got a new trick. He can teleport. Taking him out, gonna get us our first key of the level. Well, that's a much needed minigun refill. And on the other side we get a... He can keep that. We're we're full on them anyway. Well, it's not quite a penitent man shall pass, but I'll make the reference anyway. Getting that key, we are now back down where we started. Let's grab some explosives and take the one path we haven't yet. Technically we didn't take the other rollaway door that we opened in there either, but we'll be coming at that from the other direction. For now, let's just go in here, play with the leapers a little bit. And we can go down here, but there's really nothing down there, except for a bunch of purple life force tokens and a couple of 2 health pickups. So instead, we're going to make our way over here, ignoring that minigun ammo, and just pick up a whole new minigun. We can go back up for that minigun ammo if we need it, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, we don't. We'll leave it for now. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm a very indecisive hunter. We're gonna get out of this leaper-infested area through this conveniently placed crawl space. Maybe I should have left the ammo. Ancient warriors are going to be coming in fast here. But if we head back this way, briefly, we'll see quite the familiar sight. And we're back at that door that we opened, again, near that first shaman. But that's not the point of this hallway. If you'd noticed, that crawl space dumped us out facing this other crawl space. And they're not the easiest of things to notice otherwise. And while that other one didn't really lead us anywhere, except for some life force tokens that we didn't need and approximately 8 health that we didn't bother to pick up, as well as some minigun ammo that well, the minigun eats through ammo pretty fast, but this level's kind of continuously dropping minigun ammo in our lap, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. This one leads to something special. Something besides these explosive shells. It leads us down here. Let's take out those explosive shells, because it's also going to lead us to a shaman. But behind him, we get our chronoscepter piece for the level already. And then we get a nice lengthy trek back. So I'll see you guys when we get back to the exit. And there we are. Been here seconds and they're already warping in. Now, as you heard there's a lot of guys just waiting to snipe you out here. And they're not always easy to see. The minigun's pretty good at picking them off, but sometimes she'll get sandwiched like that. You just gotta kind of strafe around the corner. Be ready to spot them in the distance. Actually, yeah, let's see what's this way first. Oh, health we can't pick up. Nope, never mind. Nothing over there we really need to worry about. Yeah, if you're taking it a little bit easier, you can pick up where they're at pretty easily. As I take a blow dart to the face. Thank God for the area of effect on explosions. And in here is progress. We'll come back to progress in a minute, once we finish exploring a little bit more. And all that way for a life force token that we can't even pick up. Let's head back to progress then. It's cold in these catacombs. That's probably the best way to keep warm. How does it go? Give a man fire and He'll be warm for a day. Light a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. I'll see you guys back when we get to that gateway since I fell off. And we've got our first save point. So let's make use of it, shall we? We'll continue the hunt next time.